जो बाहर के पानी में रहता है
यहाँ भी यूज करते हैं हम।
So थोड़ा इसके क्लियर करो। So मेरा बोर्ड is not visible properly. So like zoom करने का इसकी रेजोल्यूशन थोड़ी बढ़ा सकते हैं।
देखो इधर शेयर है ना आगे तो ये तो
AKS University, is it visible now? AKS University, is the whiteboard visible to you now? Okay, so let's begin. Very good morning, everyone. Good morning to all the remote centers. Remote centers, you are requested not to call me now. Okay. So, what's our today's session? NatPat. What is NAT and what is PAT? Great. What does NAT actually do? NAT करता क्या? Anybody having any idea what is NATing and what is PATing?
नेट में ऐसा होता है कि हमारे पास जो है रियल आईपी जो है बहुत लिमिटेड है और किसी भी प्राइवेट नेटवर्क को आईएसपी से कनेक्ट करता है तो नेट के थ्रू एक सिंगल
perfect answer. Okay, remote centers, I would like to know from you what does NAT do? What is NATing and what is PATing? Say anything. Right, wrong, I don't care. Because I hope after the session, NatPat will be clear to you. Remote centers, any idea of NAT and PAT? Okay, and to be very honest, I haven't made any PPT for this. I didn't get that much of time. Even I prepared the task for you in the morning itself. Okay. Is it visible? Okay, as sir said here, set our public IPs are very limited. Can anyone of you tell me what is the difference between a public IP address and a private IP address? You did it on very first day, I remember. What is a public IP and what is a private IP? Public is not your personal? Okay, and what about if you purchase a public IP? Then is it not your personal IP? Or is your personal IP if you have purchased it? Alright. Okay, listen. Public IPs आपके वो होते हैं जो आप ISP से खरीदते हैं. You pay for the public IPs, but private IPs are those which are free of cost. You don't have to pay anything for your private IPs. If you remember, Mr. Mukul told you about a range of private IP addresses. Those IP addresses are free of cost. You can use them anywhere in your company or in your organization. But if you talk about public IP addresses, you have to purchase them. And कौन देगा आपको? जब आप ISP से लेते हो, लीज लाइन आप खरीदते हो, आपको कुछ IPs का पूल मिलता है. ओके, आप सब टीचर्स हैं, आप सबके कॉलेजेस में या यूनिवर्सिटीज में you must be using 192, 168 address, 172 यूज कर रहे होंगे आप सब. ये 10 रेंज यूज कर रहे होंगे, 10 यूज कर रहे हैं. So that is free of cost. You don't have to pay anything. Every organization can use that particular range. You don't have to pay even a single penny for using those IP addresses because that is free of cost. But if you talk about public IPs, your ISP will be giving you like 2 or 3 IP addresses because there is very shortage of your public IP addresses. So, but your private IP addresses are not valid on your internet. With the private IPs, you cannot go and serve the internet. You have to have one public IP address. Usually क्या होता है, जैसे आप ISP से खरीदते हैं, आपको कुछ 10 या 15 IP addresses मिलते हैं. Think this network as your company. Think this as your company. This is your company. In your company, you have used these private IP addresses. All entire of 10 range. Usually सबके ऐसे ही होते हैं, कॉलेज में या 192 आप यूज करते हैं, या 10 या 172. Alright? आपके पास आपको एक ISP ने कुछ IP addresses, public IP addresses आपने उससे परचेज की. अब होता क्या है, अगर इस 10 host को, if this particular host wants to go out and serve the internet, it is not possible. Why? Because this is a private IP address. And your ISP, your internet doesn't understand what is a private IP address. So in that case, to avoid this situation, because how many PCs you have in your organization or in your college? Around 2,000, 3,000. So do you think you'll be able to purchase 3,000 IP addresses? No, no chance. You cannot buy so much IP addresses. So that's why you are using the private range. But now the problem is that you are not able to go and serve the internet. To avoid such position, what they came up with the idea called as netting, network address translation. It will be converting your private IP address into the public ones. Let's say this loopback 10 or this host 10.2.2.2 came here on this router. This router netted it, and when it will go out, it will get this IP address 192, 1.14. something. Let's say I have a pool of IP addresses here, which is your 192.1.14.100 to 192.1.14.200. You have purchased, you are a big company, you have purchased 100 IP addresses, 100 public IP addresses. You are a very big company. Alright? But if you are a big company, you will be having more employees. I guess more than 100 employees. So if at a time 100 employees go out on the internet, it will be working fine. What about if 101 hosts will be going out to the internet? पूरा नहीं हो पाएगा. Because this pool will be completely occupied. Network address translation आपको clear हुआ? If you will be translating your public IP address or private IP address into the public one. If we have a pool of IP addresses, this is called as dynamic net. When anyone of the user will be going out, he will be assigned one of the public IP address from that pool itself. This is dynamic net. But what if you are a very small company? What you will be doing in such position? you only have one IP address. Think I've just started my own company and I only have one IP address. What should I do in such case? We'll be doing port address translation. And port address translation is also called as NAT overload. What it is called as? NAT overload. Means, let's say this is 192.1.14.1. This is .1. I'll be doing the NAT, but I'll be overloading this outside interface, which is taking me towards ISP. Only single IP address I'll be using. When everyone will be going out, they'll be using 192.1.14.1 because this is my outside interface of the router, which is taking me towards my ISP. Is it clear till now?
Yes.
Anyone lost? Please raise your hands. Remote centers. Remote centers.
Thereby working of access is
No, access will not be. I'll explain you. No, nothing will be delayed. Now, why I said that NAT overload is also called as your PAT, port address translations. Why? So here is the response. It's here. And okay, think of this scenario. Let's say I have this router here. Is it visible to the remote sites? I don't think it will be visible here. Think I have
Visible,
one
sir.
router. Is it visible?
Yes, sir, visible.
Okay. Think this is your router. It is coming to your switch. Today you will be learning more about switch. And I have one PC here. This one PC here, one PC here, one PC here. And I only have 192.1.14.0 and it is taking me towards your ISP. This is .1. Now let's say this PC wants to go to google.com. जैसे ही आप www.google.com लिखते हैं अपने उस पे ब्राउजर पे, होता क्या है, आपको एक सेशन जनरेट होता है, उसके अकॉर्डिंग आपको एक रैंडम पोर्ट नंबर असाइन होता है या नहीं होता है? एनीबॉडी हैविंग डाउट कि नहीं होता? आपको एक रैंडम पोर्ट नंबर असाइन होगा which will be greater than your 1024 because 1024 are your well defined port numbers in TCP/IP server. All right. Let's say this PC1, PC2, and PC3 wants to go and access the internet. What I have done in my company, I have a small company. I only have one IP address, public IP address. I have done patting. When this PC1 will go out, it will generate some random source port number, which will be greater than your 1024. So let it be 3000. जब ये इसके पास बाहर जाएगा, ये किस तरह से बाहर जाएगा? 192.1.14.1 colon 3000. Next PC wants to go in 192.1.14.1 colon 3001. 192.1.14.1 colon 3002. इस PC में port number generated किया random, which was your 3000. This PC generated a port number, which was your 3001. इन्होंने generate किया, it is your 3002. So when the traffic will be returning, therefore I have to go for this port number, and I'll be coming back to here. Okay, this is for 3001. Who generated this 3001? Okay, I generated. Okay, you come here. 3002. Oh, PC3 generated. Here come here. Patting, port address translation. Only one IP, random ports. Is it clear? Any doubt till now? हो सकता है, बिल्कुल हो सकता है. They can generate random source port numbers. Let's say PC1 और PC2 ने इकट्ठे 3000 port number generate किया, but that will be 1 millisecond behind when it will reach the router. Only 1 millisecond behind. Let's say इन्होंने 3000 भेजा पहले 1 मिलीसेकंड पहले, और इन्होंने भी 1 मिलीसेकंड बाद 3000 port number generate किया. It will say, okay, sorry, 3000 is already occupied. You can take another port number. This is how the things work if we are doing practical. And practically there is no word like PAT, it is NAT overload. What it is called as? NAT overload. What we can do is, we can also do the static netting. Static net. I will bind my private IP address and my public IP address. Let's say this is 10.1.1.1 and it wants to come inside. मैं उसको statically bind कर सकता हूँ. I'll show you. When I do the practical, it will be more clear to you. As of now, is it clear what do I mean by NAT and what do I mean by NAT overload? Static will be clear once we'll dig deeper into it. NAT is clear, PAT is clear. Okay. Remote centers, any doubt till now? Remote centers.
No doubt, sir.
I'm not allowed to stay quiet because we have spent so many lakhs of rupees. So please come up with the questions and the answers. Okay. I told you the concept behind the NAT and the PAT. Now, how to implement that? How to implement it? If you are going for the static NAT, you can please note down the steps. You can please note down the steps right now, and you will note down the command, and I'll do it for you when we'll be going on to the practical. First of all, if you are going for dynamic NAT, first of all, you have to define a pool. Define a pool of IPs. From where, when the users will be going out, they'll be fetching the pool. Sorry, they will be fetching the IPs, not the pool. Next step is define your ACL. Means you have to permit the network. किसको बाहर जाना है, किसको बाहर नहीं जाना. Define ACL. Okay. Next is define NAT inside interface and NAT outside interface. NAT inside and outside interface. Look at this company. Look at this scenario. This will be your NAT inside because this is inside your organization. So as this interface, this is also inside your organization. But this is taking you towards your ISP. So it will be your NAT outside, IP NAT outside. Clear? Shall we proceed for the configuration stuff? Because this much is the only concept. When this host will be going up, they will be fetching one IP address from this place. Okay. And for this, we will be implementing this scenario only. Inside this, we will be running your Grip version 2. Between router 1, 2, and 3. Will not be running any protocol with your ISP, but in the real scenarios, you always want a default route towards your ISP. Let's say I told you that 8.8.8.8 is your DNS server of Google. It is pingable on the internet. We'll be using these IP addresses. When this 10.2.2 will go out to ping this, उसके पास कोई route नहीं होगा. It will not be having any route because internally I am using routing information protocol version 2, but outside I am not using anything. So what we'll do? I'll point a default route. Okay, if you want to go here, you have to. अगर आपको इस पूरे सिनेरियो में कहीं कुछ नहीं मिलता, I'll point a default route towards this interface, and this router will take me towards your ISP. Clear हो रहा है नहीं हो रहा? Let's say my route number 3 wants to go to the ISP. Let's say I said on route number 3, ping कीजिए. Okay, you remember that कल telnet में over the हमारा HTTP server वो हो गया था. छोटी सी मिस्टेक कमिट कर रहा था. We'll do it. मैं कहता हूँ ping 8.8.8.8. Router 3 in this routing table will not have any routes for the 8.8.8. So what router 3 will be doing? We will point a default route towards your route number 1, and now your route number 1 will translate this private IP into the public one and will take you towards your ISP. उसके बाद हम क्या करेंगे? Let's say companies have these days their web server inside their company. We'll try to ping. We'll make one web server here at router number 3, and I'll say take the HTTP session of this router from the ISP. For that, we'll be using the access control list. Is it clear to you what I'm trying to say? That if someone from the internet wants to access my website, which is hosted only inside my private network. So what I'll do is I'll bind, इनको map कर देंगे private को और आपके public IP को. वो यहाँ से ping करेगा आपके HTTP server को. Let's say 192.1.14.160 something, and it will redirect you to this particular place. It will be very interesting, believe me. Is the concept clear to you now? This is how आपका actual scenario में work होता है. Right now we have given the access to the remote centers of our FTP server. वो बाहर से ping करते हैं, but inside we are using 192.168 series. बाहर से वो 14 पे ping करते हैं. Redirect कहाँ पर होता है? Redirect inside it. वही आज हम कुछ करने वाले हैं. So it will be very interesting. So let's begin. Any doubt till now? Remote centers? No doubts?
No doubt, sir.
Static? We'll do it. I made the task for you people in the morning itself. Is the scenario clear to you? Because same scenario में यहाँ पे लूँ. मैं ये लाइट ऑफ कर दूँ. चलो ये लाइट ऑफ कर दूँ. Okay, so let's go to our JS3. Close कर दीजिए, कोई प्रॉब्लम. Okay, is the scenario clear? Inside my company, I'll be using RIP version 2. But for outside, I'll not be using anything. I'll be just pointing a default route. Okay? Netting is very important. Shall I continue? Let's name it as NAT. Okay? Let me use this router number 21 here. Yeah, let it be my ISP. This is a router itself, but I have changed it to a cloud. Symbol change किया कुछ भी नहीं. To give you an exact feel, कैसा होता है? This is my company. Inside we'll connect using fast Ethernet, and for outside I'll be using a serial link. Okay, I think I should draw it here. Only 10.1.14.0/24. This is my .1. This is my .2. Sorry, let it be .4. .4. This is my again .1. Duplicate लेते हैं इसका. This is again my .1 because it is on route number 1. Let it be .3. 10.1.13.0/24 और यहाँ पर हम एक लूप बैक बनाते हैं. Let's say inside my company I'm using entire 10 network. 10.3.3.0/24. राउटर 1 के पीछे एक लूप बैक है 10.1.1.0. यहां पर एक लूप बैक बनाते हैं 10.2.2. यहां पर मैं लूप बैक क्रिएट करता हूं मैं 8.8.8. Let it be a loopback 1. Loopback 2. Let it be 4.4.4. Okay. Okay, look at here. If I say ping 8.8.8, you are getting the reply. Means this is pingable. This is actually present on your internet. Can you see? Let the IP address here is 10.1.21.0/24. Okay. Let me start all the routers. See value. You see it has suddenly dropped to 14%. Earlier it was 100%. Can you see the graph? Because yesterday we were facing the issues due to this. See, it dropped down to 10%. Look at the graph. For this much time, it stayed for 100%, and then again dropped to 10%, 12%, and it will be normal now. So let's do the configuration. Okay, before doing the configuration, I think इसका आपको prompt भी पढ़ा करना
Sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please.
Video, sir.
No video. From which college or university you are? Video नहीं जा रहा. सर वीडियो हमने अपने एंड से बंद किया हुआ है. सिर्फ आपको डेस्कटॉप तक दिख रहा होगा ना.
डेटा ऑपरेशंस टैब ओनली. आपका डेस्कटॉप नहीं आ रहा.
हाँ वही चल रहा है. जो भी आपको पट्टी का नजर आ रहा है, आपको पट्टी रिकॉन्फ़िगरेशन. नो सर. सर ये नजर ही नहीं आ रहा है.
कैमरा पास है।
एक USB है और एक ऊपर है।
डेस्कटॉप शेयरिंग नहीं हो रहा?
हो रहा है सभी जगह जा रहा है।
MMD में नहीं जा रहा।
सर बट इसमें कुछ नहीं नजर आ रहा। एक बार डेस्कटॉप शेयरिंग कीजिए। तो वैसे ऑलरेडी ऑन है ना। MABU is it fine now?
ऐप का ही दिखा रहा है बस उसमें रिक्वेस्ट प्रेजेंटेशन कंट्रोल आ रहा है और कुछ नहीं आ रहा।
सर अभी तो यही शेयर किया हुआ है। अभी मैं अभी नजर आ रहा है आपको?
जो पहले आ रहा था।
यहाँ पे हमने एक सेंटर बनाया हुआ है, वहाँ तो बिल्कुल क्लियर नजर आ रहा है।
और इंस्टीट्यूट में
And what about the other colleges and universities?
Visible, sir.
Visible? From which university you are speaking?
College, Jaipur.
JC Jaipur, it is visible. Okay.
And what about ITM University?
So my phone.
ITM University, is it visible?
I guess the my phone. ITM University is the desktop available?
Oh.
हाँ जी?
What you said, yes or no?
ITM University.
सर ये वीडियो नहीं आ रहा है सर. Video is not visible.
Which video you are talking about, sir?
सर
जो ये राउटिंग का बता रहे हैं
नो राउटिंग का विजिबल नहीं है सर. इट्स नॉट विजिबल.
So what you are able to see right now?
Hello.
ITM University, what are you saying right now?
What we have done the network of this work.
यानी क्वालिटी नहीं होगी तो हमें डेस्कटॉप शेयरिंग नहीं मिलेगा. ITM University, when we shared our desktop with you, were you able to see the GNS3? I took all the routers, I connected them together. Was it visible to you?
नो सर
Are you
GNS
able to
दिखाई
see
नहीं दे
this?
रहा है. Yes sir, now it is
अभी
visible
नहीं
sir.
दिखाई दे रहा?
Now it is visible. Okay.
Okay.
In other university, सबको visible है,
सबको visible है.
सबको स्क्रीन एक्सेस कराओ.
What about AKS University, Madhya Pradesh?
सबको improve करा के एक बार डालो.
AKS University.
Not visible before. Before some time it was visible, but now it is not visible.
What are you able to see?
No
right now?
video, sir. Before 5 seconds there was video. Video was visible.
No, were you able to see the GNS?
No, sir.
अभी आपको क्या एक R1 नजर आ रहा है screen पे?
No, sir. No PPT, sir. No PPT. No GNS environment.
Just, is it visible to you now?
No.
Can you see the GNS?
Yes, sir. Now it's visible, sir.
GNIT Mulana. Are you able to see the GNS3? Mulana, GNIT. उनको स्पीच एक्सेस दिए. Kamaljeet sir, GNIT. Okay, universities and colleges, are you able to see the router number 2 console?
It's visual.
Please be loud and clear. Is it visible?
Sir, at JC.
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
Okay. Sir, ऐसा है कि वो शायद थोड़ा डिले से पहुंच रहा होगा due to the bandwidth. So we are continuing with the GNS3 configuration. Okay. Let's start. We're already short of time. Okay, come back, please. Let's start now. Okay, please be silent now. Because remote centers को problem होता है. Okay, let's start. Can you see the notepad? Remote centers. First is enable. Configuration terminal. Line console 0. Login synchronous. Okay, I'm doing the initial configuration for your router number 1. I'm doing the configuration for this router. Okay, 10.1.1.1, 255.255.255.0. Interface F1/0. IP address is 10.1.21.1, 255.255.255.0. You have to do it no shutdown. Interface F1/1, F1/1. IP address is 10.1.13.1, 255.255.255.0. No shutdown. Okay, I have another interface here. Interface S2/0. IP address is 10.1.14.1. 10.1.14.1, 255.255.255.0. No shutdown. Okay, this is the initial configuration for your route number 1. Control A, Control C. Now I will copy the things here on router number. Okay, show IP interface brief. Let's see. This router is showing fast Ethernet 0/0 is unassigned. F1/0, which is your this interface, it is having the IP address of 10.1.21.1. F1.1 is having an IP address of 10.1.13.1. Your S2.2/0 is having an IP address of 10.1.14.1. And I have also configured one loopback here, must be somewhere here. Okay, the loopback is 10.1.1.1. Is it clear? I'm using the entire 10 network. Okay, now let's go back to your router number. Let's go to route number 2. We need a loopback there. Let it be 10.2.2.2. I'm having interface 10.F1/0. Let it be 12.2. Okay, is it fine? I'm not having these interfaces there. On router number 2, I'm having this interface F1/0. I have assigned an IP address 10.1.12.2. Okay, and on your route number 2, I'm also having one loopback address which is 10.2.2.2. Can you see? This is just the initial configuration. ये आप अभी कई बार कर चुके हैं. Okay, let's go to your router number 3 now. Router number 3 is having F1/0 and it is also having one loopback address 3.3.3. F1/0 is 10.1.13.3. Okay, I'm not configuring your router number or your ISP right now. Okay, what that task says, between router number 1, 2 and router number 3, I have this is my internal network. Remember? This is my company. This is my company. Okay. इसके बीच में I have to use RIP version 2 between router 1, 3